folks, and I'm adjusting the camera a little bit. We're reload testing 30 carbine. We do 5-shot groups. See how these work. Also using the reproduction mag. I think this is I think it's a 30 round mag. It might be 25. There's 5 rounds. Mags in. We're shooting at 25 yards. I want to save my brass. I don't know where it's going to go. Probably bounce all over the place. Maybe I can back this up just a little bit. Maybe it'll throw it out. This is an inlet carbine. It's a 1943 date carbine. That's the last one, and it is. Alright, seems to function. We'll, the brass I'm using is Korean surplus, and also a Gila. So I have a bunch of Korean surplus I bought. And I bought some Aguila brass, and looks like everything I shot was Aguila as far as the brass goes. I do know I've been saving the Korean brass too, but evidently these are all the Aguila brass. It's functioning. So that's good. I'm at 25 yards. I can't imagine not hitting something. You guys know these were updated, I believe, sometime after World War II. They changed the rear sight for windage and adjustment for elevation. It used to be a flip-up peep sight originally. They put a bayonet lug on it up here. And it's a pretty cool little rifle. When I got this one, the guy had put a reproduction paratrooper stock on it. I absolutely hated it. And I got on eBay, and somebody was selling an inland stock. So I put it back in original inland furniture. So I like these stocks better. The reproduction paratroop stocks, as far as I'm concerned, are a piece of junk. They look like shit. All right. Good recall. That was 5, I'm pretty sure. And we're clear. I had this work done by my gunsmith. The rear sight was, I had it, I think it was all the way as far as it could go to the left in order to get this thing to shoot straight. And he straightened the barrel on it and recentered the rear sight. It's still off to the left just a little bit, but he didn't feel comfortable bending the barrel any more than he did. And it seems to work pretty good. So I'm going to pause the camera again. I paused the camera so I can pick up my brass. This reproduction magazine works pretty well. I do have military issue magazines for this, but not only do I want to test my reloads, but I wanted to do a function test on this magazine as well. This is actually one of my home defense guns, and it's really good at close ranges. Magazine pops in. Looking like my reloads, from what I can see here, they look pretty good. Okay, I want to get comfortable. I want to back this up just a little more. I want to throw my brass behind me so I can pick it up. World War II, the Korean War, and some in Vietnam. It's a great little rifle to handle in the jungle. There was a replacement for the 45 Colt 45 1911. They do actually have holsters for these. I can't imagine carrying one in a holster, but I do know they made a holster for this. It was limited use in Vietnam. There was another version of this called the M2, which was a fully automatic M1 carbine. And for close range shooting, they work pretty good. I had it over to the 50-yard range, and it doesn't really, I mean, it shoots accurate enough if you were in a firefight, but it doesn't shoot that accurate for me. But at the closer ranges, it looks like it groups pretty well. I'll take you down range and show you as soon as I pick up my brass. It looks to me like my reloads are working pretty good. I could bring the elevation up, but just load testing, function testing, and I'd say that's a success for the model M1 carbine, dated 1943. I think that looks really good. I'm satisfied with that. Let's go over to the 50-yard range and see what I did with the surplus Korean ammo. Okay, this was at 50 yards, and there are some 45-70 holes in there, but the smaller ones are the surplus Korean issue, I think 1950s 30 carbine ammo, and that's at 50 yards. That's not bad. It's still shooting low, I guess, and I got a few up here and some flyers. These bigger holes are 45-70, so not bad at all.